So here I'm going to show you how to work a unilateral Nordic hamstring curl using a heavy kettlebell. Now if you're looking to work your hamstrings but you don't have a partner to hold your feet down, this is a very useful variation for you to apply, especially if you're at home and you happen to have a kettlebell heavy enough to support your body. Now all you're going to do is you're going to get into a kneeling position, but just make sure you have something nice and cushioned under your knees. And what you're going to do is you're going to slide one foot into the handle of the kettlebell. Make sure that both your feet or ankles stay in plantar flexion. And you can work the eccentric and the concentric with this. Just make sure that your foot, the one that's not in the handle, stays in contact with the ground. You're going to notice that as you go into this Nordic hamstring curl, you're going to want to co-contract on both hamstrings, and it's going to look like the other hamstring is trying to fire at the same time. So my challenge to you is try and keep that foot down the whole time, both on the eccentric and the concentric. And so here, I'm going to get myself in push-up position. My one foot is in the handle. Both of them are plantar flex, but what I'm going to start to do is drive my foot into the handle up towards the ceiling, and I'm starting to pre-engage that hamstring. I'm trying to stay as tight as possible, as long as possible. I'm probably not going to go far because these are really tough for me. And I feel it already. I'm going to go. And I'm going to only push up enough to be able to finish the motion with my hamstring. And you can already start to see how difficult it is to keep my opposite foot down on the ground. So I'm going to try that one more time. I'm actually going to try really focus on keeping this foot down the whole time. And I'm going to load that hamstring. And that was much better, but definitely a lot more difficult. So that's one option. You can work the eccentric and the concentric, or you can work just the concentric. So you actually start in a prone position, in the push-up position. And from here, you start to preload the hamstring by driving the foot into the ceiling, or towards the ceiling, into the handle. And then you're going to do just enough of a push-up just to work the concentric. Right, so you can just do reps. So you can come down, set yourself up, and do another rep there. One last option that you can apply here in this position is you can actually work a push-up. Now, this push-up is going to be a little different. Because of this setup, you can actually load the hamstring. And if I keep a rigid enough position in my body, my torso, my hips, by doing a push-up, I'm actually going into more knee flexion. But by loading the hamstring and really driving the foot into the handle, I'm able to work the hamstring and really engage it. And I can work a shortening or concentric contraction. And I can really work the eccentric contraction as I come down. And you can work those for reps, right? And you can toy around with rep set schemes depending on what you're trying to do, what your program looks like, or how you're trying to train the hamstrings. And yeah, creative way to work the hamstrings. Shout out to Quinn Hennick and Clinical Athlete for the idea. I was like, oh my God, this is a good option to make a video for. So enjoy it. Let me know how it goes.